Hello everyone. I wanted to make a quick video on this new Vedic Astrology Oracle deck that I got. It's by Jeffrey Armstrong. It's a 44 card Oracle deck and it has a guidebook in it. I got it at a local Hindu temple's gift shop here in LA. And I'm really excited about this. I've been doing tarot for about 11 years now, and I have a lot of decks that I have ended up collecting over the years. And this is one that I haven't seen before. I have a couple of astrology related or astrology themed oracle decks, but no Vedic astrology decks. And as a side note, I'm also an astrologer. I've been doing astrology for, at this point, about 14 years. And the last 2 years, I have really gotten into Jyotish or Vedic astrology. So that's been my sort of newest path. And I just felt really connected to having a Vedic astrology deck. I was just very drawn to it. So I wanted to unbox it in this video. And I guess it comes with this guidebook and it looks pretty thick. There's some chapters in it. I guess I can really quick just sort of go through this table of contents, the introduction. How to use the deck. There's 6 levels of Vedic astrology, the 12 houses, 12 signs, 9 planets, 3 gunas, 3 doshas, and 5 elements. So chapter 1 is about karma and reincarnation. Oh, this is like a book. This isn't just like a, I mean, this is where like the thick of the information is with these cards. Okay. Chapter 2, the 5 bhutas. Okay. Interesting. Chapter 3 is the 3 doshas, Ayurvedic body types. Pitta, Kapha, and Vata. I think I'm mostly Pitta. Let's see, chapter 4, the 3 gunas, states of matter, Rajas, Sattva, and Tamas. The grahas, personalities of the 9 planets, the navagrahas. Chapter 6, 12 rashis. This is the sun signs that Western is so familiar with. We've got the 12 bhavas, the houses. Looks like they have it in the North Indian chart style here. Chapter 8, putting it all together. What? Is there a... Oh, okay. For a minute I thought it said there was an enclosed CD, but I guess it's talking about the software that they're suggesting you use. How to read a person, intuitive layouts. Okay. Abraham Lincoln's chart. That's interesting. Vedic Astrology Explained. Again, this is like a book. All right. So that would be a fun reference, just a quick reference. I have a lot of Jyotish books, but I guess I didn't really expect it to be so detailed for a deck, for an oracle deck. So Jeffrey Armstrong, the author of this deck, is the founder of VASA, Vedic Astrology, or Vedic Academy of Science and Arts. Interesting. Okay, let's get into the deck. As you can see, I haven't opened it. Pretty excited about it. Yay! The unveiling. So it looks like they have the elements. So this is the cover for the elements. So the actual card would be on this side. So we've got Earth. Okay. Elements. Second card. So the first is Earth, Nose, Smell. The second is Water, Tongue, Taste. And I guess it has like a list of adjectives here. You've got the level 1 again on the outside, Fire. So you've got Earth, Water, Fire. Eye and Sight. Air, Skin and Touch. Space, Ear and Hearing. I feel like just by looking at these and how many different, okay, so we've got the elements, we've got the body types, we've got the modes of nature, we've got the planets. So they're all just corresponding. So I guess the subject or the back of the cards corresponds to the chapter in the book, which has a lot more information on this. I feel like these are really cool, first of all, but I don't necessarily feel like these are oracle cards. I mean, they are, but they're more like knowledge cards is what it's looking like to me, because there's just so much information that you would have to learn in order to understand these. And I feel like oracle cards just have like a brief and simple message, like prosperity or luck or forgiveness or something like that at the bottom of like a beautiful illustration, which is cool, but it's just different. This is different. So we have then the body types, Vata, right? Space and air, movement, and a list of adjectives again. We've got Pitta, and we've got Kapha. Interesting. Movement, transformation, and cohesion. Okay. Modes of nature. Rajas, Sattva, the creator, the maintainer, this destroyer and transformer, Tamas. I like how they have it black and red. It's sort of like these Kali colors, or Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Interesting. I think you would have to know a little bit about Hinduism to understand this, and I guess that's really what Vedic astrology is connected to. It's all about learning different aspects of Hinduism around the planets and the signs and all of that. There's other healing components. Okay, so here we have the planets. This is the coolest part to me as far as being like an astrology deck. We've got the sun, Surya, radiating, and it's Pitta Kapha, Sattva. Again, these are really good for like knowledge cards, for like flashcards, memorizing things, learning things. The moon, Chandra, Kapha, Sattva. You have the two sattvic planets here. Mars, Mangala, asserting Pitta and Rajas. Makes sense. Mercury, Buddha, Vata, Rajas. Jupiter, Brihaspati, Kapha, Pitta, Sattva, expanding. Venus, Kapha, Vata, Rajas, harmonizing. Saturn, Shani, controlling, Vata Kapha, Tamas. North Node, Rahu, materializing, Kapha, Vata, Tamas. South Node, Ketu, renouncing, Vata, Pitta, Tamas. Interesting. Cool. And then we've got the signs. Let's see what this looks like. Aries, Misha. Stop the elements down here at the bottom. Okay. We've got the ruler here. Venus, ruler of Taurus. Vrishabha. Gemini, Mercury. I'm just going to sort of quickly go through these. I don't need to read off all of them. I just wanted to sort of get an idea of what it looked like and how the layout of this was, and just sort of share that with you in case you were interested of the contents of this deck. Scorpio, Sag. They're very consistent in their layout and the appearance, even with the different chapters, I guess, or sections between the planets and the signs. It still has a similar consistent layout, even though the colors and the pattern is a little bit different. I guess the pattern is the same, it's just really the colors. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Houses. I feel like, again, you would have to really either be very knowledgeable in Ayurveda or pranic healing or Hinduism, or just be like an advanced astrologer to really grasp and appreciate and understand this deck. Otherwise, it's just, there's a couple things that are, very common, like the houses and the signs, but not a lot of people know about the body types or the modes of nature, or I guess the elements, is somewhat common. So, and then this deck isn't really for everybody, but maybe for collectors or people who are like enthusiasts in this type of studies. First house, second house, third house. That's cool. Library. It tells you the part of the house, of your actual house. That's cool. First house is your living room. That's also your personal body. It's your physical body in your chart. The second house in your house is the treasury. Do people have treasuries? What is a treasury? Like a safe room? Interesting. Third house is the library, which I thought was cool. Or just maybe a bookshelf, anywhere where you collect knowledge. Fourth house, dining room and kitchen. Makes sense. Fifth house is the nursery. Aww. Sixth house is the gym. Seventh house. Seventh house is the bedroom. I've heard the 12th house is the bedroom. Maybe that's because where you spend time with your partner? Oh, interesting. 8th house is the basement. Makes sense. I've also heard it's the restroom. 9th house, meditation room. Completely makes sense to me. 10th house is the office. Yes, of course. 11th house, recreation room. It could also be the 5th house. 12th house is the attic, of course. This is fun. Wonderful. All right. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I didn't really know what to expect, which is why I had to open it and find out. I'm really glad I got these cards. I think it's really fun, again, for flashcards, for studying, for memorizing things, or just getting sort of like a quick glance. For sure. The cardstock is pretty thick, and they're also fairly large too. So with my hand, as far as how you would hold it, you'd have to shuffle it this way. It's kind of hard to grasp it this way. Barely. I have one deck that's a little bit larger than this, but that one's like I have to like shuffle it and spread it around on a table. I can't really fold them through my hands. All right, very cool. Thanks for letting me show you my new Vedic Astrology Tarot deck. I'm really interested in reading the book. A lot of information in here. Anyway, if you're interested in Vedic astrology or learning Vedic astrology, maybe this would be a good deck for you to get. More so probably learning than doing divination. How would you do divination with it? That's what I want to actually play with right now. I'm going to go ahead and try and shuffle these cards. And as always, when I get a new deck, I do an interview spread with it. I'm not sure if I have done a tarot tutorial video on how to do an interview spread or not. If I haven't, I'll go ahead and show you here. This is my favorite one to do. I learned it from one of my tarot teachers a long time ago. I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle and with the intention of having it introduce itself. And I'm actually closing my eyes as I'm doing this. So I guess the first thing I would ask is, who are you? What is your energy like? Show yourself as your main energy. Second question I would ask is, what is your greatest strength? Then I would ask, what is your greatest weakness? Then I would ask, what is the energy like between us? And what is the message you have for me? I do it with all of the decks, even the Oracle decks. I don't know how well it's going to work with this deck, but we'll go ahead and just experiment with that. So let's see if I can go ahead and shuffle it. I just do by feel. I feel like it's done here. So this is the energy of what it's like. Signs. This is why I had bought the deck, was for more of like the signs and the houses. It's a Scorpio deck. Well, it's definitely mystical. It's a Mars ruled deck. Maybe it's just very straight and to the point. Like Mars tends to be very direct. And I feel like that's the energy of these cards. It's just very direct. Okay. Let's see what else. This is its greatest strength is air, information. That's very obvious. Its greatest weakness is the houses. It's the 11th house. Recreation. It's not so much for divination or play. I just feel like it's more for like knowledge and information. And that's not a slam or a judgment against the deck. It's just that's its strength and that's its style. I can see that. Yeah, it's not as playful or, casual. It's not a casual deck. Let's see. Who are you? Greatest strength, greatest weakness. Tell me about our energy together. It's the 12th house. Aw, attic. Is it gonna sit on the shelf? No. Solitude, self-sacrifice, freedom, exile, loss, asylums, foreign places, monasticism. I feel like I might not use this deck as much for divination. That's okay. I still really value it for its special qualities, for its uniqueness. It might not get as much play or action. The message for me: Vata, space and air, movement. Slender, sensitive, nervous, communicative, light sleeper, highly active, dry hair and skin, cold hands and feet, quick movement and speech. Interesting. The air signs and the air elements to me are mostly about communication, but as far as like body, it's very windy, very airy. Okay. I feel like as far as this deck and how it communicates to me, that would be applicable. Well, cool. I feel like I'm going to have to spend some time reading. But it's good to get an idea, and I do very much feel this. I do feel the Martian energy. And I feel this is pretty right on too. So no matter, I guess, no matter what type of deck I have, I always do that spread, and it always seems to feel right, whether I know it's right or not. It seems to feel good and correct, which is why I use that spread. All right. Very cool. New deck. Very excited to read about it. Thank you for letting me share. And I have some other decks that I've done as new decks before that I've unboxed. So if you're interested in checking any of those out too, I might do a Rider-Waite comparison for my next, like the different types of Rider-Waite decks that I have for my next video that's like this. It's not really like a forecasting video or anything. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.